Welcome to LifePoint, a ministry focused on helping you find real life. Author and teacher of the gospel for over 30 years, Pastor Dell offers hope by guiding you step by step to the abundant life that God has for you. Let's join Pastor Dell now for LifePoint.
Welcome to another edition of LifePoint, your path to real life. I'm Pastor Dell Phillips, your LifePoint host, and I want to say thank you for taking time to allow us to come into your home or from wherever you're viewing today's program. We're going to begin our broadcast today with a reading from our LifePoint journal. There are many roads, but only one pathway leads to the life. If you've been tracking us for the past several weeks, we've been talking about the life. We want to make sure you understand that there are many roads out there that you and I may choose to travel upon from any given day, from any given season in our life. But there's only one pathway that leads to the life. If you haven't been in tune to understand the significance about the life, I want to make sure you stay tuned here today. We're going to continue our conversation concerning the life after we come back from this message.
Many of us have spent years roaming down curious paths looking for our destiny. In our quest to satisfy our desire for happiness and our need for fulfillment, we have meandered down many different paths that it seems in times that we have lost our way. Now we are not sure of what we want. We don't quite know what would make us happy or content. We need help. We need directions. We need someone to point us to the single distinct path that leads to real life. This interactive DVD and workbook is designed to help you find the path that leads to real life. Order now so you can begin a new path and start getting the most out of life today. Workbook and interactive DVD are available online now for a ministry donation of $15 or more at www.lifepoint4.me or write to us at LifePoint Ministries, P.O. Box 201334, Denver, Colorado 80220.
All right, we want you to take advantage of the offerings that we are making available on our website. As you see the website address there on the bottom of your screen, www.lifepoint4.me. That's LifePoint4.me. We want you to place your order for our DVD and LifePoint workbook so you can join us alongside with your workbook while you're viewing the program. You can use that as a study tool. Take advantage of the other LifePoint ministry tools that we have made available for you. As you check out our website, we've made some important upgrades and have some new features, and we'll just be excited for you to contact us and let us know, give us some feedback about what you think on the website. As well as some of you have been asking about how you can donate to the ministry. There's a donation button there. You can click on it. It'll take you to a nice PayPal interface to allow you to make a donation directly to LifePoint Ministries. And we want to say in advance, thank you for your prayers as well as your financial support. All right, now I want you to get your Bible. And you know what? For those who have been with us for the past couple of weeks, I want you to find that note paper that you had where you wrote on one side you put your life and the other side you put the life. Go find it. I'm going to give you a minute to go track it down, see if it's up underneath the couch somewhere or, left it on the refrigerator. Just go find it. If you got to start all over, do that. Get a fresh piece of paper. But I want to stay engaged on this subject. Stay in this conversation concerning the life. As I felt God leading me towards this subject matter, I started to see how this was a central theme in the ministry of Jesus. We shared with you a couple of weeks ago that our opening passage that we used from the 6th chapter of the Gospel of St. John, it is a part of the sermonic message, the message that Jesus taught on the sermon to his disciples and the multitudes that were also there in earshot. And we began our journey concerning his focus on take no thought for your life, but the life is more than meat and raiment. And so I want to take a look at another scripture passage where we find this concept, the life. So I want you to, hopefully by now you got your note paper there. I want you to get your Bible. I want you to turn to John chapter 14. John chapter 14. I want you to find verse 6. This is a very familiar verse, but now I'm hoping that you can see it with this additional connotation. Jesus said unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh to the Father but by me. Now, this is important. This is important because this is a response, Jesus speaking to Thomas primarily, to all the disciples collectively, in their query concerning his eternal or his inevitable destination, I should say. Jesus is trying to prepare them for the next major event in his ministry, which happens to be his life-giving sacrifice, allowing himself to be taken into custody and allowing his life to be taken as a sacrifice to bring salvation to all mankind. For whatever reasons, the disciples are not real clear about, okay, how does this fit in, to the mission objective? We're not real clear what this, why this dying on a cross business, why is that so important? And Jesus is trying to bring some calm and to bring some understanding as well. This passage opens up with him saying, let not your heart be troubled. If you believe in God, believe also in me. Trying to calm them down so that they can understand where to keep their focus. That even in his sacrifice, even in him giving up his life, it does not prevent him from fulfilling his mission. So he says this in response. I am the way, the truth, and the life. We see the use again of the word the as a definitive, to give specificity, to give specific attention to a particular article. In this case, way, truth, and life. He's the way, the truth, the life. Now, we're not talking about general terms. We're talking about something very specific, something that has a specified origin or has its own originality. It's unique. So he's unique in he is the way, the truth, and the life. He's not implying that he's one of many. He is very specifically stating that he is unique in what he represents as being the way, the truth, and the life. Now, it's important that you understand that. I'm not trying to give you an English lesson here because I'm not an English expert, but I do want to underscore why we're spending time on the emphasis of the as a definitive, speaking to something specific. Because I don't want you to confuse Jesus with being one of many ways, one of many truths, one of many types of life. He is saying very dogmatically, very precisely, I am the single, unique way, truth, and life. Not to be compared with other ways, truths, and life. I am unique in the sense that in understanding that I am the way, there is, watch this, no other way. In understanding that I am the truth, there is no other truth. In understanding that I am the life, there is no other life. There's no way, truth, or life outside of him. Now, that's the composite of what I want you to gather here. So when you look at your list, you still have your little list there with on the left side, your life, on the right side, the life. What I want you to recognize with that, everything that shows up on that left side of the list concerning your life, concerning the things that you are in pursuit of, you now have to question how truthful, how real, how unique those pursuits really are. You and I have been made to believe, because of the world that we live in, to follow normative behavior, that we should be focused on those things that you see under your life. What we're going to eat, drink, and wear. Those things that compile positions on our day-to-day schedules every single day. And on the right side of that ledger, the things that pertain to eternity, the things that are long-lasting, the things that are permanent and guaranteed, we discover that we spend much less time in the pursuit of the life, the things that have greater value. I'm rehearsing that again intentionally so that you can see the significance even here in this passage. Jesus is now not only teaching about life as a central part of his ministry, but he's taking this a step further. And he has said, I am the life. In Matthew 6, I'm teaching about the life. Now here, as he comes to the close of his earthly ministry, he is specifically stating, I am the life. Ooh, wow. You got to catch that. He begins his ministry with creating this illustration concerning the contrast between your life and the life. But he's going to end his ministry with saying to you and I emphatically that he has spent the time on earth with the disciples in his human form, in the flesh form, so that he could fit in to the normative expectations of humanity, fitting into human form so that he could disclose to us who he really is, what he really represents, so he could disclose to us the greater value that's in him. He says, I am the way, the truth, the life. Not just teaching about the way, not just teaching about the truth, not just teaching about the life. I am the way, truth, and life. I want you to see the connection. Jesus becomes the lesson. He's no longer teaching the lesson. He is the lesson. The reason for you following me, he's saying to Philip, to Thomas, to Peter, to James and John, the reason for you following me is to understand I am the lesson. I am the lesson. I am the way, the truth, the life. Now, this draws a natural response, a natural investigation or analysis, if you will, of his statement. Because if he is emphatic, note, again, I said, the use of the term the is to draw specific focus on the uniqueness of what he is stating concerning the article. The article in this case being way, truth, and life. The way, the truth, the life. He is saying, I am that unique way, unique truth, unique life. No contrast or comparison to something or someone else. I am it. The reason that's important, because if he is the way, truth, and life, and you are not on the path that leads to the life, then that means whatever path, whatever road you're on is not going to lead to the life. That's the whole reason for building this up. You have to understand, yes, there are many roads in the general world. Watch me. Many roads in life in general. I'm not going to pretend that life itself in general terms only has one way, one truth, one life. No, there's many. But Jesus is saying, but I am the way, the truth, the life. I am the unique, singular, only, not to be compared to any other. I am the only unique way, truth, and life. Or simply put, I am the only real way, truth. Real way, real truth, real life. Anything else? Artificial. If you're on any other road, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how fast, how hard you're traveling down that road, it's not going to lead to the life. It does not have the same destination. You can speed up, slow down. You can enjoy the view as you go, but if you're not on the path that leads to the life, you're never going to attain it. You're not going to run into it, not accidentally, not coincidentally. Some people want to say, well, sometimes you guys, you Christians, you believers, you're so dogmatic and you don't want to include everybody in the whole world. Yeah, we do. But you just have to get on the right road. This road doesn't say that only certain people can travel this road. There is no signage that says only black people can be on it, only white people can be on it, only Jews can be on it, only Christians can be on it. It says those who are truly desirous of having the truth, the way, the life, you can get on. Doesn't matter. Your ethnicity does not play a role. Your economics, your wealth, your status does not matter. So yes, we're dogmatic, but we're not exclusive. We're simply dogmatic in simply saying that there's only one unique way, truth, and life. Jesus says, I'm moving from just teaching about the life to showing you I am the life. Wow. Don't just follow me for the written lessons. Follow me because I am the life. I'm the only one that can lead you, watch me, to the life. Wow. So he continues and he says, no man can come to the Father but by me. So first of all, we've identified that there's only one unique way, truth, and life. Many roads in general, but there's only one pathway that leads to life. And if you're not on that pathway that leads to the life, then you're not headed for the life. You may be going somewhere. You may be, blowing up to be, all that, all big, rich, and famous, whatever. Hey, that's all cool. But check this out. But you're not headed to the life. The road that you're on is going to expire. The road that you're on has limitations. The road that you're on, you cannot add, you cannot increase, you cannot expand on the value of what you really are. You may have great assets, but you cannot increase who you are. You have to get on the road that leads to the life. So Jesus goes on to say, this is the second teaching point here in this passage, that no man can come to the Father but by me. So first of all, you have to be on the right road. Secondly, you have to recognize that there is no way you can get there without him. See, your greatness or your goodness does not get you an audience with the Father who gives the life. The life comes from the Father. The life comes from God. It is his original gift to humanity. It is the gift he gave to Adam that still has the same value today that it had back then. It is the timeless gift. It is the gift that never loses its value. But listen, you can't get it on your own. You have to come through him. He says, no man can come to the Father but by me. Jesus is saying, I am not just teaching about the way, the truth, and the life. I am the way, the truth, and the life. You cannot have access to, watch this, you can't have access to the life without me, without coming through me. No man in human society is strong enough or great enough to obtain this on their own. Watch this. Also, the contrast, no man in human society is too weak or too unfit that if they come through the way, the truth, and the life, that he won't give them an audience with the Father. You see, it has nothing to do with you. It's all about him. It's not about your greatness or your lack of. It's not about your accomplishments or your lack of. It's all about you being able to recognize that you cannot have access on your own, and you cannot be denied access because of the mistakes that you've made on your own, or because of the weaknesses that you have on your own. Access is given to us because he is the way, the truth, and the life. He wants to ensure that if you follow his unique path that he's given to us, no man, no woman is going to be left out. He has made provision for all men, for all types of men, to have access to the life. I got one final point that I want to make here. It's the conclusion of his ministry that we discover that he is so desirous for all men to have access to the Father, that he's willing to give his life so you can have, watch this, the life. Wow, man. Jesus has come that you might have life. I know you say, Pastor, you keep saying that over and over and over and over again. He came that you and I might have life, and that we might have it more abundantly. He came that we might have it because without him we couldn't have it. But it's because of him we can have it. I want to say that again. Without him, we were never going to get it. Jesus does not come, you and I will not have the life. Again, it doesn't matter what road you're on. If you're not on the path that leads to the life, you're never going to have it. So Jesus says, you know what? I have to come. If I don't come, man's not going to have access to the life. But because I came, man can have life. He is so committed, so sold out on the mission for man to have life, that he's willing to give his life so we can have the life. I want to make sure you get a hold of this. This Bible teaches us that Jesus not only came to teach the lesson, but he became the lesson. He is the lesson. He is the way, the truth, and the life. Jesus says, I'm so committed to this, I'm willing to give up my life so you and I can have the life. Now, here's the curiosity that I have. He's willing to give up his life, but you still got your paper in your hand. But you and I, we don't want to give up our life. So remember the original teaching here is, take no thought for your life, because the life is more than meat and raiment. We're so centered and focused and preoccupied with having our life that we're missing the life. And Jesus said, and after I'm willing to give up my life so you can have the life, at the least, you and I should be able to surrender our life so we can have the life. Wow. I want you to pray with me. Father God, I'm praying now. Every person watching, every person hearing this word, that they will hear the invitation that you have made to all men, that you are the way, the truth, the life, and that all men who choose your way, your truth, your life, they can have the life. You've not left anyone out, but all men who will follow your way, your truth, your life can have access to the life, the gift that you give us. If you're praying with us today, I want you to just pick up the phone and just confirm what God's speaking into your heart and your life right now today. Call us at the number you see on the bottom of your screen, 1-877-211-4538. Now listen, it's very important right now. So I just believe some of you are in the very balance of making a critical life decision, life-changing decision. This is your opportunity to take advantage that Jesus came that you might have life, because you couldn't have it without him. So I don't want you to miss this opportunity right now, trading in your life for the life. Most important transaction you will ever make in your life. Well, I appreciate you joining in with us today. Don't forget to check out the website, LifePoint4.me, LifePoint, the number 4.me. So you can take advantage, place an order for today's broadcast. You'll see an option there for program LP28, LP-28, so you can get a copy of today's message, pass it on to a friend. Encourage you to continue to take advantage of the LifePoint tools and ministry offerings that are made available to you out there on the website. And I thank God for the privilege to be able to share the life-changing truth with you today. And encourage you, find a friend, find a family member, let them know what you're receiving currently right here, right now from LifePoint Ministries. Tell them to make sure they tune in on the next broadcast so they can join you as you continue to learn important principles and truths about life. This is Pastor Del Phillips encouraging you, no matter what obstacles and challenges you face, you continue to pursue your path to real life. God bless you. We'll see you on the next broadcast.
Thank you for joining us today on LifePoint for this exciting new ministry that will help you move beyond the obstacles that prevent you from living real life. To receive a copy of today's message, we invite you to visit us on our website at LifePoint4.me. You can order your CD today for just $10 or DVD for just $15. A study guide for today's teaching is also available for a donation of any amount. And be sure to follow us on Facebook for excerpts of upcoming teaching and dynamic devotionals. LifePoint is brought to you by the prayers and generous support of viewers like you. So we invite you to partner with us by sending your tax-deductible contribution to LifePoint, P.O. Box 201-334, Denver, Colorado 80220. Until then, we'll see you next time as we continue on our journey to real life.